Well, let's discuss the Ebola outbreak with Dr Unni Krishnan, who's with me, Head of Disaster Preparedness and Response at Plan International. Thanks for being with us at an extremely busy and difficult time. What use, in your opinion, can a conference today, first of all, be? Can it be helpful?
Yes, what we are talking about is an outbreak which has been slipping out of our hands very quickly. And the outbreak has always been one step ahead of the response. So this conference raises a lot of hope and expectations, and this can shift the gears as long as the donors commit and they release funds very quickly. And it's not just the funds. The affected countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia and Guinea, are also the countries with some of the weak health systems, so they need technical support as well.
And I'm assuming that speed is of the essence.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's been a case for some time now, in fact.
Absolutely, and what we are seeing now with each passing day, the speed at which the infection is going up and the deaths going up has been phenomenal. So that's where this is actually a race against time.
Are you dismayed by the response thus far? Because some of the issues surrounding dealing with Ebola are infrastructure, money, resources, common sense. Do we need to be at the parlous point that we are actually at now?
Yes, the response has been dangerously slow, and the crisis has been amplified because of many reasons, including the pre-existing health systems in those countries. A plan works with children mostly, and one of the impacts we are seeing in these countries is the hidden impacts of this crisis, which is this crisis has now turned from a health to a humanitarian crisis. So while people are dying from Ebola, we are talking about a large number of children who are witnessing their family members and friends dying or disappearing or being separated from their family. So the food prices have gone up, the psychological needs of children, and most importantly, we are also talking about a large number of health workers, the frontline workers, the unsung heroes, equally being hit. And they have been dying in large numbers. So this is primarily a health crisis, but equally a humanitarian crisis with many hidden dimensions. We need to act fast, and we need to take care of both the health as well as other dimensions of this crisis.
And talk to us as well about education, because we hear still, we sit here in Britain, in America, with all the publicity, all the knowledge, and yet to us it seems remarkable that people are in some cases still too frightened to report it when they think there's a case within their family. Now that's from our perspective. We understand it's not the same if you're in certain West African countries, but that is a huge risk in itself, isn't it? Underreporting.
Absolutely, underreporting, and it's happening because of two reasons. One, there is a fear factor, and people do not have much confidence that they will get proper care and treatment. I'm not talking about treatment for Ebola, but many of them are dying from dehydration and other problems. So the weak health systems and lack of healthcare facilities is also one reason why people are not coming forward. That's one thing. The second issue, you just mentioned about education, and Plan has been working in these countries focusing on education and children for many years. This is the first time in our history we have asked actually government to shut down schools, because when children come in close contact with each other, it could infect. And this is where we need to use creative ways of looking at how children can continue education even when they are at home, using television stations and radios and so on. And also one more thing to remember, education is often a coping mechanism in a crisis situation. It helps to heal children's psychological problems. But here schools have been shut down, no education is taking place, they can't even come and connect with their friends, so it's complicating the situation. And with each passing day, more and more layers of this crisis is unfolding. So what it calls for is a multi-dimensional response, and donors must act quickly in the best interest of the people in those three countries, as well as in the neighboring countries where preparedness must go up, as well as the rest of the world. Because today, we know that Ebola can travel. There has been cases, even though in small numbers, in other parts of the world. So it's in the best interest of the children and people in those countries and the rest of the world, the donors must commit and, in fact, release money quickly.
And so when you say they must act quickly, we sit here today, what are the absolute priorities? What would you want to wake up tomorrow morning and discover is already happening?
Okay, here is my wish list. First of all, care and treatment is needed for people who are already infected. And the more such treatment units come in place, which can be done very quickly in these places with resources and people, more people will come forward when they have symptoms, which will help to reduce the infection rate. So this is like a ball actually rolling down the hill. So one, you need to deal with the damage it has already caused, and the more damage it will cause in future. So stop the spread, deal with people who are already infected, including rehydration and such care and support, psychological care. Take care of the frontline health workers and those who are involved in burials and the disposal of the bodies, and deal with both the health and other dimensions of this crisis. That's what is key, and we can make it happen as long as the donors commit, release funds and specialists, and they need to act quickly.
Dr Unni Krishnan, very, very good of you to come in and talk to us at such length at a very busy time for you from Plan International. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.